So, we left off in an interesting situation with our troops on the gates of Leningrad. And the Soviets launching a powerful counterattack down near the Dnieper River, where our lines are relatively thin at the moment. But the lines are pretty thin because we've got this little bit that needs working on. And I don't think these are anything. No, those aren't anything. You know what? I don't think it's going to be too bad because we've got a lot of power down here in the south. And I think if we could get past the Dnieper, we'll be okay. Bad timing with the stream, though. There will be pizza soon. Well, I've been doing this stream at this time for like 2 months now, so I'm going to go ahead and say bad pizza timing. No idea what this game is about, but I'm going to watch. Hearts of Iron 3 is an in-depth strategy simulation where you play as a country from 1936 to about 1950, so the World War II era. I'm playing as Germany. It is the end of August 1940. I've invaded, well, I took out France, Belgium, Austria, and the Czechoslovakia were annexed. I took out all the Baltic states, and I've had a pretty intense attack going against the Soviet Union so far. As you can see, the South has made, in terms of land grabs, the South has made a lot more progress, but that's because A, there was less resistance down here, and B, if you look at terrain map mode, it's just wide open plains, perfect for panzers, But if you look up north, like, so right here, this is the Pripyat marshes, which are really tough to fight in/through, which is kind of why they're a pivot point in the center of the lines that you kind of need to try to get past. And that's why there's a bunch of Soviet troops trapped in here. We're trying to get rid of them. We also need to try to capture Hamel, because if we capture Hamel, that will disjoint the center of the Soviet lines. The next city we need to try to hit as hard as we can is Smolensk. It's an important one to try to hit. I believe we're doing okay right here. They're attacking us, but we're okay. We still don't, I don't think we have enough, we still don't have enough piercing attack in most of our divisions to defeat Soviet armor at this point, which is historically accurate, but we are cranking out 88mm anti-tank guns and trying to get as many upgrades as we can out to the troops. So there, we do have that, and we also are low on officers. That's my fault, though. The officer thing is completely my fault. I've been playing it too fast. I've been playing this game too quickly, and I've been making a lot of mistakes, and getting men stuck into battles that are really costly when I shouldn't be. I should be paying more attention to what's going on, so that's the issue there, and I'm cranking out officers as quickly as I can here, but if anything, we need to just... Here, let's leave it on, like, 10. Get a couple out there. But anyhow, why don't we unpause and take a good look at where we are. This is where the Soviets are counterattacking really hard. So like here and here, and right in here. So you can see a lot of these divisions have been hit pretty toughly. We have some Hungarian divisions coming in. I'm watching World War II in color. It happened to be on episode where Hitler strikes east. Okay. We've captured Smolensk, or not Smolensk, Sevastopol, and the rest of the Crimean Peninsula with little to no resistance. And if possible, we're going to try to cross from the Kerch Peninsula. I don't know what this area is actually called. This is called Kerch here. Yeah, Kerch. This is called the Kerch Peninsula. There was actually a lot of combat in this area during World War II. I don't know if we're going to be able to cross here, but what we're going to do is throw in some of these small Slovakian units to make sure that the Soviets can't cross back, and then we can move the 22nd Panzer Division out, which, as you can see, has been in the thick of combat for quite some time now. Let's pop the outliner out to make sure we're paying attention to what's going on. See, let's close everything. And then what we're going to want is land combat, air combat, naval combat, hostile bombings. Where is this? Look at those divisions. They're about to break. Shiza. Lots and lots and lots of damage to a lot of units, which is really ugly to look at right now. I didn't realize... I guess I didn't realize I left in such a rough position. Alright. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Stuff like this. Where I don't realize that I'm losing battles really badly. And I forget what's going on. And then we end up losing a ton of men for no good reason. See, send our bombers out. I'm just... I'm rusty. I'm not as good as I used to be. Get our air interceptors out, see if they can do a little help. What we need, what I desperately need right now is winter. I need winter. I need to be able to recoup. See how, if we could get across here, we'll be in a better position to flank the Russians. There's been so many battles where it's like, oh, you've lost, you know, 50,000 men. It's just like, ah, fuck. Defense modifier. That's a lot of defense modifiers. Wow, the Russian divisions have 43 piercing attack and 41 armor? Holy hell! My Panzer division, the 8th Panzer Division has 14 piercing attack and 11 armor. Holy crap, no wonder I'm losing. Holy crap, holy crap, holy crap. What the fuck? Like this is these single divisions are where I gotta really watch out for a good spanking where I'm gonna get hit a lot. Guyvin, thanks for the cheer already. See, there's battles I want to see. 12,000 Ruskies dead? That's my kind of dead Ruskies. Is that this one? Did they launch another attack here, or what's going on? Oh, it's just not. It's paused. Okay. Here, let's take these two divisions that are relatively intact and counterattack immediately. Because what we need to do is grab the cities and the near banks of the rivers. That's what we need to do. Look at this. This is just a breach in the line. Ugly to look at. And if I remember correctly, these Soviet divisions are just not starving out. No, they... I don't know how this is... what's going on in here? Maybe they haven't been there long enough. But there's all these sections where they're just... They're not running out of supplies, and I'm wondering if the Black Ice guys changed how that works? Or what happened? These are my... This is scary. Those are my Tigers. Well, technically they're not Tigers right now, but those are my heavy tanks. And they got wrecked. Fighting in open plains, they just didn't do very good. Actually, let's take a look at some of the strengths on these guys. Where's Pierce? Their piercing attack's 38 and their armor's 32. Holy mother of God. The Russians are just outperforming on like every level. I may be too rusty for a win here. It's scary to behold. I gotta break through though. I gotta break through a lot of these positions, and oh, here we go. This is a good place. Here, who's this? Here, you guys fall back because you're in a sticky wicket at the moment. And this guy's fucked too. We need a counterattack here. And we need any of these divisions that are still alive to move forwards. Oh, you know what I think we got here? These might be guys that need... These might be the guys that need to get mixed together. Yeah. There we go, that's better. That's part of the reason some of these guys weren't doing too well. Oh, they're not even attached to the command structure correctly either. Maybe we'll just see defensive war for a change. If you want to see defensive war, watch that Russian series I did. I'm going to go watch when Rim is going to be back on because I'm a Rim fan. Rim World's on Mondays. Monday afternoons. How the Bombers doing? Not too bad, really. That's a big problem that we have right now is we don't have enough penetrating attack to hit the Russians. Which is a scary thought. Oh, we got across here. That's good. I mean, they're losing tons of troops, but so am I. So am I. Alright, so you guys keep going this way. We got a counterattack into this guy's butt region. And we are moving forward here. Okay, that's good. We're trying to go slowly. Attack Leningrad? Oh, God, no. Oh, no, I need to surround it before I can attack it. And the roads into Russia are bad, but you can see where they stop. Where I stopped constructing them. But we do have more roads on the production queue, so they'll come off. And then once the front stops, then we can consider moving forward again. What we need to do is surround Leningrad before we can really move forward, which means taking a couple more provinces. Alright. Any place where it's like, okay, you just won a battle, I'm like, alright. How we doing? Some of these attacks need to really cease. The boats are getting built. Yes, they are getting built. Finally. They are attacking like wild animals. Let's get some tanks into this. I need upgrades for my armor and for my infantry is what really needs to happen. What really needs to happen. But you can see we're trying to crank out upgrades as fast as we can. Let's actually check to see where they're going. Oh, that's nice. Anti-tank guns are getting upgraded. But it's going to take a long time. So there's this kind of oracular front line going in here where they're penetrating, but they don't have the wherewithal and the strength to keep it going. This, I don't know what is up with they must be just have so many units stacked up in here that I just can't move forward. How are you guys doing? I mean, it's like 1 on 2. Okay, that one just stopped. Which means what you can do is take 2 of these infantry divisions and counterattack. And it should be okay, because these guys are probably worn out. And then we've got another flanking position on Hommel here. Another division has broken, which means let's send these 2, let's say one of these south, one of these immediately counterattack. I know they're low on org, but we just need to hit these guys before they have a chance to reorganize. Okay, 5,000 troops. Ah, that was an important one, though. Okay, that was the flanking maneuver around Leningrad. Okay. Are you boats raiding? Yes. All the research into at AT. I mean, I just finished some research, so it's going out to the troops right now. You killed / conquered by country the Czech Republic. Well, I mean, I did release Slovakia as a doodle. So, there's that. Hey-oo, I actually made the slightest bit of progress on my officers there. They're counterattacking pretty hard up here. Alright, so now that we've got... This is not a super important area to try to defend. So what we're going to do is leave just 2 divisions there, and we're going to move the rest around this way. And we're just going to start moving everybody up. Or all you guys move up. And then this one. Yeah, everybody else will move there. This is a defensive battle, I think. Yeah, you guys can just stop. This is a defensive battle alone. That's part of the problem I have is I don't have enough penetrating. The music in the background make it look epic. But what's happening on the ground is a bunch of guys trying to navigate their Opal Blitzes through Spin Tire's level of mud. That's basically what's happening, yeah. That's not at all inaccurate. Alright, so we made progress here. Who is moving backwards? No, you stay there. We don't need to fall back to Vistibisk. God, these attacks are brutal. And we're just not making near enough progress on a lot of these. These are really important battles to fight. And, oh, that's what's going on. We almost broke through, but it's just... It's a whole armored core of Russian super tanks. Alright, there we go. Get a flanking position there. I have to take Hommel before the winter sets in. Absolutely, 100% have to take Hommel. I'm shocked these guys are not running out of supplies. But that's the only thing I can think is that just enough time hasn't passed yet for that to be an issue. All right, we're good on the troops. On the Oob, we can look at the Oob and say it's messed up, but there's no red lines and it's still relatively intact. Any update on how the Royal Army Corps is doing? Honestly, I don't know where you are in the Oob right now. I think I could probably find you without too much trouble. I mean... so we'll open this guy up. I mean, I guess I don't know how to... No, is that not the right one? Which one's this? This one is OKE. Oh, here it is. I would have... Oh, yeah, it would be a lot of fidgeting around in here trying to find where you are. So you're not in the first army. Nope, those are the gerbils. Oh, God. It's like, okay, you're not in that army group, you're not in that army... Maybe you're in Army Group Sud. Pretty sure you're an Army Corps. Honestly, I don't remember where it is. How the hell does Ben have so little crashes? So far, I'm averaging about 1 crash per week. Which, I mean, 1 crash per 4 hours is a pretty good ratio for this game. Yeah, I'm not sure where you are. What's the casualty count on both sides? Check the comments section. The great and powerful Strader is counting. Okay. So we've got 2 fresh panzers here, which can keep the pressure up. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we've got other troops here. So let's go ahead and get the 22nd Panzer Division off of guard duty and moving forward. And you guys are all on the move. Counter-attacking as best you can. We've managed to... Alright, we've managed to form up the gaps. Let's see if we can let's charge some Hungarian cavalry into the enemy position. See how that goes. So you're fine right there. Just need to make sure this battle is finished because that's a key location right there. Okay. And we're almost through here. These are 2 extremely costly battles. Extremely costly. Here. Did you turn around and hit that Russian division there? Yeah, fucking Russian tanks. War! War! We're going to war! How much have you missed? Not much. Not much. Haven't missed you much yet. All right, so we're moving up here. Got a lot of divisions in place in the south, which is good because we're going to need them here because this front's about to balloon outwards. And we've managed to slow... Their counterattacks breached the lines, but then they took too many casualties. Horky. Ah, yes, finally. The Battle of Horky has been won. They took so many casualties, they couldn't capitalize on it. Which is getting to the point where I am, too. Is we can't move forward without... Alright, I actually want to take a look at this battle because it looks rough. Gobniki. Yeah, let's go ahead and cancel that, because that one looks like a pretty tough battle to try to fight. These two units are broken. Let's go ahead and move some SS into the... Yeah, I know retreating is shameful, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. And it's gonna be a while before we can actually surround Leningrad proper, like. They are smashing my lines, but we're doing the best we can. I'm really annoyed at the Pripyat Marshlands because I want them to die. Because that would free up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 2 cores. Like 2 cores. Right, some of these guys are actually pretty are not too bad right now in terms of their R&R. Let's see if we can't counterattack here with any force. That's a proletariat division. 400, 500, 500. Our attack modifiers are pretty low in there. Here, let's get across the river and then have them swing back and attack. Let's get... Ooh, you're under attack right now, so you can't do anything. These 2 divisions are good to keep going, it looks like. Relatively good to keep going, at least. See if we can't counterattack with a little force. Think we can. Royal is carrying our efforts to make sound effects. Thanks, Royal. I'm pretty happy with that that war sound effect. Someone who was following me on Twitter suggested that I add Palpatine's "Do it, Anakin, do it." That'll probably get added in, and unlimited power. I'll probably add that one in too. What you don't realize with a lot of these like movie quotes and stuff is that it's really hard to get it so that you can hear the words without all the background stuff going on. I am the Senate. That's a good one too. All right, we're gonna take any of the divisions that have any wherewithal left in them, and we're going to flank these motherfuckers. And these 2 are going to hit that army core right there, because it's probably nothing but that. Holy crap, there is some stuff in there. But, oof. Yeah, we could do some damage there, though. How are we doing up here? This is a pretty hefty attack. All right, let's go ahead and cancel this. Cancel this. Cancel these attacks because they're doing a lot. They're not getting me too much further. And we can't do much until we move around Leningrad. How are these fighters? They're okay. Bombers, they're okay. I should try to use my Air Force a little bit more. It's just I'm not that good at it. It requires a lot of micro, and I've been playing just a little too fast. A little too fast for that. Got not much bombings, honestly, so that's not too big of an issue for me. I think what we're going to do is maybe pull some of these fighters off of Europe because, you know, not much is going on, and bring them to the front lines. There we go. That's a good base to go to. There we go. Ivan, thanks for the follow. Have I heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? Yeah, it's so sad. Real good guy. Real good guy. So wise, too. That's why they call him the Wise. Alrighty, I think we're gonna launch a counterattack right here. So let's take these 2 divisions and shoot them north with counterattack or supporting attacks from the flank. And see if we can't try to break through here. It's just 2 proletariat divisions. It's not too bad. They're counterattacking pretty hard near Vistabisk, but we're gonna make it through here. And finally starting to wear down some of these guys in the marshlands here. Lost a province. That's okay. You know, 1 province here, 1 province there, not a big deal. And we're moving right back into it, so. Well, we should probably not do that. Soviet tanks. We all know how bad they can be. Right now, the Soviet tanks are better than mine. And more numerous. Look at them. Well, 26 and 29. And I'm 20 and 20. So yeah, they're better than me. Been fighting around Pripyat. Put the monologue in? No, I'm not putting the whole monologue in. The point of a sound effect is to be a couple seconds long and then it's over. Otherwise, then you got sound effects playing behind you constantly. How are we doing here? Not too bad, really. Here, let's get the rest of these guys in it. Yep, you're good. Nope, you're on defensive still. And how are we doing here? Not bad, making progress. Keep going, guys. Keep going. 7th Panzer Division, get on it. Get on it. Alright, a brief respite is what my men needed. A brief respite. And it looks like we've got a good move forward here. Yep, everybody. Man, my Tigers made it to the... Or my heavy tanks, at least, made it to the front and then went down. Face planted. I think we're about... I'm about to say, I think we're about to win here, but no. Some of the Soviet tanks are just falling off. Even the Soviet light tanks have really, really high piercing attack. Alright, that was a defensive battle, which means the 94th Infantry Division is free to launch a counterattack now. Hopefully, we can break through here, because we really need that province. Looks like we're starting to finish some upgrades. We desperately need anti-tank upgrades. They're all filtering through. This one's a little worrying, but I think they're going to wear out before anything. I just need to give my men some time to breathe. Okay, there we go. We have made it past Leningrad. So what we're going to do is, we have more men coming in, so I'm going to take all 4 of these divisions and keep them going and move some of these other ones up. Because we only need like 1 or 2 on each side, especially on the sides that aren't readily engaged. We can just move the rest of them up. Alright, tanks. Whoa! Whoa, they had really good modifiers there, and then they retreated. So they must have... I didn't actually get to sit to see what was going on. Mouth of Sorrow, thanks for the cheer. Any new series that you'll be starting up soon? Would love to see a new Total War series or the Long Dark Hunted Challenge mode. Well, last week me and Roach tried to record some Project Zomboid. It just didn't go that well, but we're going to be trying again this Monday to record some Project Zomboid, see how that does. So I'm hoping to get that up soon. Greetings from Tijuana. What is the strongest game tank? A mouse, probably, but it's not super effective, is the thing. Because it's hard to get to the front lines with it. I've built them a couple times. I don't know if I've ever gotten them into combat. Alright, you stay there. Good. They're hitting me from multiple directions. But it's not the end of the world here. How we doing here? Good. We're actually making some good progress. And they're hitting me out of whatever the hell this town is. Dnipropetrovsk? Dnipropetrovsk. Ooh, there we go. That's a battle. That was the defensive battle up here, I think. Yeah, as much as I'd love to counterattack, these divisions need time to rest. Well, maybe we could try. See how well it goes. 700? No. It's too strong in there. Too strong to try that. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna thin this down. We're gonna thin this down and move more of the troops up towards this encirclement. How long will this invasion take? I don't know, 100 episodes?